Evening, everybody, and welcome to the Freedom to Speak Easy podcast, where we all know there is no prohibition on the First Amendment here. And Anthony Diamarin, Mark Rizzoli, and we're going to get right into it. Mark, and kudos to you. I think you said it on the last our last podcast regarding Phil Murphy and children and what he wants to do and sex changes and so on and so forth. You hit it right on the nail. It looks like.
Yeah, I mean, later that evening, he signed an executive order for gender. Well, basically now sanctuary state for he calls it gender affirming care, but it's really for sex change.
Right. Right.
So once again, Phil Murphy targeting children. I mean, an evil guy that he is. And the fact that he's once again bypassing the legislature, doing it the proper way.
Right.
It really tells you all you need to know about him. I mean, welcome to communism.
Exactly. And these executive orders are just so pathetic. I mean, it's like, it basically is an end around on these, doing it through going besides going through legislators. Excuse me.
Well, I just want to go over this real quick because it's if you hear this, it's really disturbing. So,
Good.
Murphy's executive order explicitly provides that New Jersey law enforcement officers shall not comply with a subpoena issued by another state, knowing that the subpoena seeks information solely because a person or entity provided, received, assisted in providing or receiving, sought, inquired, or responded to an inquiry about who traveled to New Jersey for this sex change. So he basically, what he's saying is he wants to obstruct. He's going to obstruct an investigation from another state. But this also falls back on the attorney general's not doing his job. I mean,
Right.
Let's face it, he's conflicted. The attorney general Matt Plankton should resign. I mean, he's failed the residents of New Jersey. He's failed to protect us. He's failing children now by signing off on this insanity. Well, I mean, Phil Murphy's determined to target children.
What is his obsession? Here's the thing. What the hell is this guy's obsession with this? To me, it's sickening that you have him, you have other politicians out there, elected officials, who clearly this is a target of children. And then to make matters worse, it's now a decision. The White House made a comment on it too, and it's a child should have a say in this matter, and the parent, the whole breakdown of the nuclear family here is really what you have here. Let's be honest.
Then Phil Murphy goes out on Twitter and he starts with across the nation we are seeing attacks to undermine the equality, dignity, and safety of the LGBTQIA. Now we added some more letters to a community.
Right.
First off, there's been no attacks. The only attack was a transgender attacking a school, executing six Christians. Three of the victims were children. So here's what he defines as an attack. Other states' legislatures doing their job and passing legislation to protect children from this type of mutilation.
Right.
Okay? I mean, no, child can't vote, right? Child can't drive. Child can't buy a beer.
Nope.
But yet, even from the White House, they're saying a child can now be a part of the discussion
if he wants to remove its penis.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just unbelievable. I mean, Phil Murphy is a sadistic individual. I mean, he's obsessed with abortions, killing babies. We already know he killed senior citizens.
Right. And
now he wants to mutilate children. And not only that, you're inviting bad actors to get involved in other ways. Because listen, now you can sneak people into this state, right? Bypassing the parents from other states.
Absolutely.
And bringing them to New Jersey. That's the whole idea. He hides under the guise of protecting identity. No, what he's basically doing, he's opening up the floodgates.
Right, everybody come here.
Activity.
Yeah. Come here, everybody come here. And you know what?
And where is the Assembly Speaker Craig Coughlin? Where's the Senate President Nick Scuteri? These people aren't doing their job.
Good point.
An executive order because the bill stalled. That's why.
He's a kook, this guy. And I'll tell you this. I mean, where is the push? It's not. Is there a huge movement where all these children that I'm unaware of that want to move to become a girl, and a girl wants to become a boy? Like, where is this? It is a created problem. It's creating a problem that doesn't exist.
It really escalated when they made Caitlyn Jenner the Woman of the Year.
Right.
Okay, Caitlyn Jenner's not a woman.
Right.
Okay, just because you put makeup on, grow your hair long,
right,
wear high heels and a purse, you're not a woman. It doesn't make you a woman. Okay.
Right.
That's a fact.
Great.
And it's escalated since then. Now we've seen sports. Now Caitlyn Jenner now speaking out against boys competing as girls in girls sports. Well, he opened the floodgates for it. I'll tell you what. You want to reverse this stuff? Give back the Woman of the Year award.
Well,
you're not a woman.
According to this,
When did it become okay to attack female sports?
No, I agree, and
undermine common sense.
According to our Supreme Court, one of the Supreme Court justices, you need a biologist to determine whether or not it's a male or female.
What happened to the party of science, right?
What a joke.
It's more like political science. Jeez. They're not interested in science.
They don't know. They don't understand the first thing about science. They don't understand. Listen, the whole it's like the global warming, whatever the hell, climate change. They don't understand the sun, the moon, the ozone. They don't understand it. They don't understand how any of that stuff works.
Well,
but the point is, though, it's not their side is never based on facts. They're not based on facts. What they're based upon is an ideology, like Mark says. It is an ideology, and
it's identity politics,
right? And they lie, and they lie when they have to. They have to lie.
And who was right with them? Garden State Equality.
Purchased
access to the governor's office.
Right.
Okay, you have an AG who's not doing his job.
Right.
All right, but he wants to attack police agencies around the state. He's not doing his job protecting the residents, protecting children from these lunatics. This is just lunacy.
It's really is crazy.
I mean, it's child abuse, and then you're going to protect these bad actors when they want to mutilate children.
It's so how much they want to get their hands on.
Then you're going to use this inflammatory speech attacks.
Yeah.
What attacks?
Yeah.
I mean, passing legislation to protect children is not attacking anyone.
No,
it's just common sense.
It's a joke.
Okay, where are you, Craig Coughlin? You have an election coming up. Grow a pair.
I don't think
unless you had yours cut off too. Did Phil Murphy get to you?
It's
I know we know you're a puppet. We know you're a puppet for Phil Murphy. Obviously, you don't even stick up for anybody. You don't defend children. Another executive order. This is total communism. We know he's pushing communism in the Montgomery School District and other school districts.
We proved that, and kudos to those whistleblowers. I mean, they're very manipulative. They target certain school districts. They're so calculated. These people, they really are. They're calculated. This is a long-term plan. Imagine what it is today. What it's going to look like in 20 years from now, 10 years from now. What they're going to want to do to your child. It's disgraceful, and the kids are suffering from it. I'm telling you, if you have kids, you see it every day.
Listen, they're causing a mental health crisis with children because they're confused.
Kids, they can't even hold a conversation. I
was reading an article where a mother gave in and got a puberty blocker. Child went from A student to a D and F student. Total mental distress.
These hormone pills too. It's like
put the child on all these different medications till finally she had enough and she pushed back.
Right.
Listen, a boy's a boy, a girl's a girl.
That's it. It's that simple.
That's at the end of the day. Like I have said, James can't be Jane.
No, they can't. They can't.
Boys don't belong dressing as girls, going in the girls' bathroom or the girls' locker room. They don't belong in female sports.
Right.
And I laugh. Joe Biden was celebrating. Oh, I'm celebrating how far female sports have come. Are you kidding me?
You want to know something?
Your husband's done more damage to female sports.
It's an absolutely ridiculous statement.
Mr. Chocolate Chip on the brain with ice cream.
And then I hear this, and I don't know if I told you this. There's certain school districts now that a male teacher cannot make a complaint against a female teacher, a female student. On their attire, on the way they're dressed. So if they're dressed inappropriately, they cannot say nothing. They're told not to say anything. How ridiculous is this?
Well, listen,
so the teachers.
We have children behind academically.
So the teacher can't speak up.
Well, we have children behind academically after the lockdown. We have a mental health crisis. We obviously have violence throughout the school district.
Oh, it's crazy.
And Phil Murphy worried. This is his big concern.
This is the biggest concern. Great point.
Let's protect these evil actors.
Right.
And allow them to mutilate children.
Everybody's paying their taxes soon today. If they haven't paid them already, if you haven't done your taxes, if you have, you understand that this is the thing that he's worried about.
Is there everybody out there? Are you okay with this being a sanctuary state for sex change, protecting people who want to mutilate children? Are you okay with that? Please, we love the feedback.
Listen, we cannot be alone here. We know we're not alone. We know we're not. There's just
the level of incompetence. And then you're going to try to stop law enforcement from doing their job. Maybe a parent from another state didn't give consent for their child to come here.
Exactly.
But then you're going to put that barrier up now. So now Phil Murphy doesn't even have that authority to obstruct.
I don't even know how that works. Yeah,
I would laugh at that executive order if I was doing an investigation like that.
Our state law doesn't apply. It doesn't have jurisdiction.
Phil Murphy should be investigated.
Absolutely, he should be investigated. Listen, he's got blood on his hands from the nursing home.
Maybe Joe Biden should take Hunter to get his testicles cut off. He can solve his hooker fetish.
Listen, and you know what's going to happen. Speaking of Mr. Biden over there, they are daring. You basically have now a situation where it's going to be retaliation. So you can't even lock up Hunter now, as you hear now from folks, from lawyers. But hey, more importantly, your student goes to, you send your kids off to school every day and you pick them up and they're kids, they're children, they're innocent children. Okay. Look what they've done to Disney, for Christ's sakes. You can't even go to, I won't even go to Disney anymore. So right now, but everywhere you turn, it's in your face. And it's like, when did it become, when was this big push? And it's like, we gotta be careful. We gotta tread lightly because because of 0.0001% of the population.
Listen,
come on.
Hey, we do have a gubernatorial candidate, Jack Ciattarelli. Where are you on this?
Oh, Jack.
We already know. You already said that you lost your election last time because your campaign was too white. Well, if you could say that, let's hear what you think it is, being a sanctuary state for sex change.
Well, listen, I voted
mutilating kids.
I voted for the guy, but I'm telling you, he is awfully quiet about a lot of things. Lot of things. He talk about playing it down the middle. The guy plays everything down the middle. And he loses. And every Republican doesn't understand this. You play it down the middle. If you play it down the middle, okay, and you don't want a stance on an issue, whether people disagree or not, people respect that. And then,
where's Senator Vingo Powell, who was involved with the sex curriculum, which he's trying to walk that back. Guy? I mean, where are all these people? Come on, get some intestinal fortitude. Stand up for children.
You got a lot of people running for office too, Senate, legislature. Where are they? Where? Ask these candidates that are going out there. Ask them where they stand. Yeah. Put them right in their hot seat.
Listen, I would. I mean, they have forgotten why they were elected. You have an attorney general who was. Listen, let's face it, he was on Murphy's staff.
Right. He will. Yep.
So he's acquiesced to anything that nutjob wants. I mean, he's a lunatic. Phil Murphy is evil and sadistic.
He's just you call him Evil Phil?
Evil Phil.
Evil Phil is
anyone who targets children's evil.
I agree. Totally agree.
Is an evil individual.
I totally agree.
There's no doubt about it.
But listen,
it's time to start emailing your legislatures. I mean, you can't be allowing this. Executive order after executive order. It's bypassing the process. So how do you sign an executive order to be a sanctuary state for this?
If I'm not mistaken, though, if you sign the executive order, isn't it by the next governor could come in and wash it away, though, can't they?
Let's hope we have a governor that could do that.
Listen, you can't have this. You can't have this another 4 years.
Right now, the people in Trenton seem to be intimidated by this Garden State equality.
They are. I didn't know the last time we all answered to Garden State equality. Since when did that happen?
Well, when I don't remember them being elected to govern our state. Them or the NJEA. Now we got their flag. They're sticking their flag in our face.
It's a joke.
And like we said, we don't care what someone's sexual preferences, but don't force your ways on us. Don't try to groom children.
Right.
You're you're basically trying to recruit people over to your way of life.
It's disgusting.
I mean, children are so confused right now. There's nobody's worried about policies right now to help children catch up academically.
No, they're not.
Nothing. It's all this nonsense.
It's absolutely
stuff
ridiculous.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter.
But when in doubt, Craig Coughlin and Phil Murphy and Nick Scuteri, we do the anchor program. Let's try to buy people off with taxpayer money.
It's just incredible. Absolutely incredible.
So now we're a sanctuary state for illegal immigration. We're a sanctuary state for abortions. We're a sanctuary state for sex changes, mutilating children.
And guys, and I want to say this, Mark, if you guys don't think if he's not consistent on and we both agree on the same thing, consistent on his stance regarding the sanctuary state, your big sanctuary state speech, I suggest go to YouTube, put in Mark Rizzoli. I think it's on our page. It's on our. I mean, you talked about it at that council meeting once a couple years back. It is exactly the same thing. Whether it's illegal immigrants or regarding the children and this sex operation stuff.
Look at the surge of crime we've had in this state.
Oh, it's through the roof.
It's no accident.
It is through the roof. Listen, right here, right in that at good old Edison, you have crime all over the place.
Phil Murphy is destroying New Jersey, and there's not a Democrat or Republican right now that's standing up to this.
No, they're not.
Where's the NJGOP chairman, Bob Eugen? Maybe you have a couple of beers. Maybe you step up to the microphone.
These guys are just, I'm telling you, they're all mental midgets.
It's ridiculous.
Even the Republicans.
I mean, you take an oath. You know, public safety is the number one priority.
They don't understand that. They don't stand for any. They don't stand for anything. What do the Republicans stand for?
They're intimidated by a small percentage of the population.
Oh, they are.
I'm intimidated right now.
They are, and the Republicans especially, they want to eat. They want to appease. They think they can win over the other side. They think they can win over the kooks. It's a joke.
It's not happening.
It's never going to happen. That's why they get blown out.
You know, Phil Murphy's a dangerous individual.
He is dangerous. He is dangerous.
I mean, he's between taxes and these radical policies. He's a menace to public safety.
Absolutely. You know, but listen, Mark, your voice, you're toughing it out, man.
Toughing out, recovering from a cold. But you know what? This was an important issue. I had to be here tonight.
Absolutely.
Very important. I mean, somebody has to speak out for truth. I know.
Absolutely.
I know all over the radio today, people were calling in. I was listening to 1015.
I heard you on that, by the way. I heard you on there.
Listen, we have to get the word out. People have to know what's going on.
You don't stop, and I love it.
It's never ending. I really feel bad for these young girls. I mean, when did they sign their rights away? When did parents sign that waiver? That the party who claims they're for women's rights, it's the furthest thing from it. The truth. They're attacking women's rights. Female sports is under attack. It's just unbelievable.
You know, if you have a daughter, I mean, and I'm telling you, if you got a daughter, I mean, especially the way they do the bathroom situation, having the thought and idea of having an adult male, forget that at the very least, in a bathroom, sharing a bathroom with a young girl is it's so absurd.
Well, because they have parents,
it's so disgusting.
Parents intimidate. Oh, you're a homophobe. You're racist. You're this.
My God,
every type of phobe or racist or something like that. If you speak out against,
I'm a pedophile phobe. I don't like pedophiles. How about that?
Then you have these school districts lying to parents that it's the law. No, it's a policy. Is not law.
No, yeah, you're right.
Okay,
you're right.
People need to understand that.
Right.
And unfortunately, you have school boards who aren't properly explaining that to parents.
Well, listen, that's why
That's why everybody has to vote. We talk about it.
We do.
Every show.
We do.
It's important to get out there, vote by mail, overwhelm the fraud.
Well,
vote early.
We want to get into last call. We're going to do a last call. We're getting a minute apiece, Mark, and just what do you got else on your mind? Anything else on your mind?
I want to call Alvin Bragg. Supposedly went to Harvard Law School. By the looks of that indictment, he must have went to Harvard cooking school.
Yep.
I mean, what a joke. Alvin Bragg's a racist. Him and his legal buddy, Al the criminal's pal Sharpton. I mean, where's he get his legal advice from? Tawana Brawley? I mean, are you kidding me? Look at that. You indict somebody, you don't even name what the crime is. Then you have a judge whose daughter was working the Biden Harris campaign.
You can't make this up.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Proudly showing a photo. So Alvin Bragg, the pride of Harvard Cooking School.
Oh, Mark. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to give a shout out to the NYPD and those officers when Trump came in there. Those officers, they're patriots. They understood. They all wanted to take photos with the president, former president, and typical Trump fashion. I mean, say what you want about him. The guy is always willing to. He seems like I never met the guy in real life, but seems like a great guy when you meet him. And he's, especially after everything they're putting him through, these cops have, they understand. They all, most of those cops that I saw on that video, taking photos with them, have common sense, and that's all we ask. It really is. I mean, that's the type of cops. So, shout out to those officers that took photos with the ex-president.
And just remember, with everything going on with evil Phil Murphy and these communist executive orders, this is the land of the free because the sacrifice is made by the brave. God bless America. It's time to stop pushing back against these people.
That is,
folks.
Have
a great night.
Have a great night. Please go to freedomtospeakeasy.com and go to YouTube, like our YouTube page, Freedom to Speak Easy Podcast, and we'll see all of you very soon. Have a happy Easter if we don't